Hi there and welcome back to another NJS instructional video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to season cast iron cookware utilizing the Kamado Joe. Now you don't need to use a Kamado style barbecue to do this, and the principles shown in this video will also apply to if you were going to do this in a traditional oven. Now before we get into the how, let's quickly understand the why. So what is meant by seasoning and why is it important? Seasoning is the process of chemically bonding oil to iron or steel. Now when oil is applied to iron and then heated, the oil's chemical structure changes and bonds to the iron molecules. This chemical reaction is known as polymerization and forms a bonded film layer to the iron surface. This provides a twofold benefit. Firstly, it prevents the iron or steel from rusting as it blocks oxygen and moisture from reacting with the iron. And secondly, it acts as a non-stick surface. When applied to iron or steel cookware, this layer ensures a protective non-stick film or coating is present on the cookware. A well-seasoned iron cookware item will have a nice black patina look to it. Depending on usage, seasoning iron cookware can be done once or twice a year. If you use the iron cookware more regularly with oil, you will essentially be adding additional layers of this film as you cook. Now, iron cookware has a number of advantages which we won't go into detail here. However, one big advantage is its longevity. If looked after well, iron cookware can be passed down from one generation to another, so it is quite sustainable. So now that we've covered the why, let's demonstrate by using two cast iron cookware items. The first is our brand new Kamado Joe cast iron grate, and the second is this used Lodge cast iron skillet. Now the process of seasoning is the same regardless of whether the iron cookware is new or used. If it is used, just make sure it is well cleaned prior to commencing this seasoning process. So firstly, ensure the iron cookware you intend to season is clean. Secondly, apply a thin coat of oil all around the iron cookware surface. You want to make sure you coat the whole surface of the cookware, not just the cooking surface. The oil I'm using is rice bran oil, which has a high smoke point. Other oils you can use are canola oil, peanut oil, and even avocado oil. Apply a thin coat of oil all around, but not too thick. I'm using a paper towel as it also has the benefit of absorbing any excess. Once this is done, the third step is to place the iron cookware in a preheated oven, or in our case, a Kamado. Now the ideal temperature range is between 180 to 230 degrees Celsius. Now we're just over 180 degrees Celsius, or around that 360 degree Fahrenheit mark. You don't want too low of a temperature, as polymerization won't occur, and if it's too high of a temperature, you'll end up burning off any oil. With the cast iron skillet, place it face down, and this will help ensure a nice even coat all around and avoid any pooling of oil. And with the cast iron grate, we'll just place it into position. Now we'll let this bake for around 1 hour. Now I recommend that you do this at least 2, if not 3 times, to get a really nice coating on the cookware. Now it's been almost 1 hour since our iron skillet and our iron grate have been baking and seasoning in the Kamado, so let's have a look. Now our iron skillet is looking really good and it's got that nice patina look to it. Our iron grate is also getting there. It is brand new, whereas the iron skillet has been used and seasoned before. Now we will repeat the process more so for the iron grate, but while we're at it, we may as well do another application on our iron skillet. Now these items are really hot, so make sure you use heat resistant gloves. Now I've just placed the grate and the skillet on some pieces of timber to prevent them from burning the table. We will do another thin coat of oil and then bake them again for another hour in the Kamado. Now that our skillet and our grate are all oiled up again, we'll place them back in the Kamado. And like before, we'll repeat this process and let that bake for another hour. And I've also placed the stainless steel drip pan underneath the iron skillet, and that way any oil that does come off from the seasoning process will just go in the pan itself. Now the cast iron grate from Kamado Joe does come pre-seasoned. However, just to get a nice seasoned layer on it, I did decide to give it another 2 rounds before I start using it for cooking. Now we've just hit the 2-hour mark and our Kamado has been holding a really stable temperature of just shy of 200 degrees Celsius or about 390 degrees Fahrenheit. So let's have a look at our iron grate and skillet. Now this is the result of 2 applications of that rice bran oil and 2 rounds of that 1-hour bake-in seasoning process. And starting off with our iron grate, as you can see we have a nice oiled coat, probably just a little bit more on the bottom that could be baked in. That's okay. And what I have noticed is using those paper towels has left a bit of residue on the grate, as you can probably see on camera. That's not too bad, that will burn off anyway as we start using it for cooking. And our cast iron skillet, and that's come up really nice. Good patina look, good coverage. So now that our cookware has been seasoned, we'll close the lid of the Kamado, we'll close down all the vents, and just let that come down to ambient temperature where we can then safely store these items. So there you have it. That's how you can season cast iron cookware in a Kamado, but you can also apply these same principles in a traditional oven. I really hope you found this video informative. Don't forget to like it, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and hit that bell notification icon. Thanks for watching.